This person tagged me in a video in the comment section and said, Tom Powell Jr., so what about this? Let's see how you can turn this. So we're going to look at the video, and we're going to address the points being made.
The behavior of Democrats last night was completely disgraceful and demonstrated how severely out of touch they are with the American public. It was the most shameful moment in the history of presidential addresses in that beautiful chamber.
Pause. So it was more shameful than Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene shouting at the president continuously as he gave an actual State of the Union address, and that's not what Trump did. He gave a speech, an address to a joint session of Congress, which is sort of like a State of the Union, but not an official State of the Union. Did you have the same outrage when Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene did it? As a matter of fact, Marjorie Taylor Greene did it in multiple speeches from Democratic president to Congress. So it was more shameful than that. Interesting how you guys acting like that isn't a problem, but us is. And just for the record, so that everybody knows, I have a big problem with the way Democrats acted. I understand that there are people that want disruption in our government right now because they feel like that's the answer. I don't think it is. I think decorum still needs to hold. I didn't have a problem with the Democratic representative being censured. I really didn't. Because when their side did it, we had a problem with it. So we need to have a problem with it when our side does it too. But that's the first point that she made. Let's see what the next point is.
Democrats didn't stand to keep men out of women's sports. They couldn't even clap for a girl who got her head smashed in by a man on a volleyball court. Democrats didn't stand for an innocent and beautiful child who is surviving brain cancer.
Pause. Democrats didn't stand for keeping men out of women's sports because that's not what's happening. You're being bigoted against trans people. So why the fuck should they stand for that? They didn't stand for the young lady who you claim got her face or head bashed in by a trans athlete because that's not what happened. She got an owie on a volleyball game and claimed that ended her athletic career, yet she continued on with her basketball season and softball season after that accident. And there's no evidence that there was a trans person on the other team at all. And as far as the kid with cancer, yeah, Democrats probably should have applauded the kid with cancer. I'll give you that one. Absolutely. Then again, Republicans shouldn't be trying to cut the funding for that kid's treatment. Or should they? What else you got, boo-boo?
Cancer. They opposed eliminating taxes on tips and Social Security. They didn't stand in favor of cutting taxes for hardworking Americans.
Paul, how did Democrats oppose no tax on tips and Social Security when it's your party that didn't include it in their budget reconciliation? And Republicans aren't cutting taxes on hardworking middle-class Americans. They're cutting taxes on the upper class, which is why they didn't clap, because this is another tax cut for the rich. Everybody making under $330,000 a year is going to see their taxes go up under this plan. How is that cutting taxes for hardworking Americans? What else you got? Propaganda Barbie?
They couldn't even clap for two mothers whose daughters were killed by illegal aliens. One of the only things that could get Democrats off their feet last night was cheering for Ukraine, not for America.
I don't think they should have clapped for mothers being used as props in a political game wherein the president of the United States wants to deport tens of millions of people. And yeah, we do clap for our allies. The question becomes, why don't you guys? Instead of supporting our adversary, why aren't you supporting our ally? Any other stupid fucking videos you want to tag me in, homie?